Imagine waking up in the middle of the night and hearing someone whisper your name. You open your eyes. The room is completely dark. You think it's just a dream, but then 3 slow knocks echo through your bedroom wall. Knock, knock, knock. You hold your breath. No one is outside. No footsteps. No wind. Only silence. Now imagine this happening every single night. This isn't fiction. This is the story of the Bell Witch, one of America's oldest and most terrifying legends. Tonight, we travel back to Tennessee. The year is 1817. The Bell family lived on a peaceful farm surrounded by forests, rolling fields, and quiet country roads. John Bell was a respected farmer. He lived with his wife Lucy and their children. To everyone around them, they were an ordinary family living a simple life. Nothing about their home seemed unusual. Days were peaceful. Children played outside. The family worked in the fields from sunrise until sunset. As darkness arrived each evening, everyone gathered inside for dinner before going to bed. Life was calm, until one strange evening. As John Bell walked near his cornfield just before sunset, he noticed something moving between the tall plants. It looked like a dog, but something felt wrong. Its body was unusually thin. Its eyes reflected the fading sunlight with an unnatural glow. John stopped walking. The creature stared back at him without making a sound. He quickly raised his rifle and fired. The loud gunshot echoed across the empty fields, but when the smoke cleared, the creature had completely vanished. No blood, no footprints, nothing. John convinced himself it had been an ordinary wild animal, but deep inside, he couldn't forget those strange glowing eyes. That night, the Bell family finished dinner and prepared for bed. Outside, the countryside was silent. The only sound was the wind moving through the trees. Then, a soft knock came from the front door. John opened it. No one was there. A few minutes later, another knock. This time from the side of the house. Again, nothing. Over the next several nights, the strange noises became more frequent. Sometimes they heard scratching along the wooden walls. Sometimes footsteps crossed the roof after midnight. Lucy Bell often woke to the sound of someone softly inside her bedroom. But every time she lit a candle, the whispers disappeared. Soon the children became frightened. They refused to sleep alone. Blankets were pulled from their beds during the night. Strange tapping sounds echoed through empty rooms. Every corner of the farmhouse seemed alive after sunset. John searched every room. He checked every window, every door, every inch of the house. But he found nothing. No animal, no intruder, no explanation. The family kept everything secret. They feared the neighbors would laugh at them. But the fear inside the house continued to grow. Finally, John invited his close friend, James Johnston, to spend one night at the farmhouse. He wanted someone else to witness the strange events. James arrived before sunset. At first, everything seemed perfectly normal. The family ate dinner together. They laughed. They talked. Nothing unusual happened. But shortly after midnight, the scratching began again. Then came 3 slow knocks. And suddenly, James felt his own blanket violently pulled from his bed. He jumped to his feet in terror. The room was empty. No one was there. The next morning, James looked at John Bell with fear in his eyes. He quietly said, "John, whatever lives in this house is not human." And from that night forward, the unseen presence became stronger than ever. To be continued. Days turned into weeks. The strange events inside the Bell farmhouse became impossible to ignore. The whispers grew louder. The knocking became stronger. Sometimes the family could hear footsteps walking slowly across the wooden floor late at night. But when they opened the bedroom door, no one was there. Then something changed. The unseen presence seemed to choose one person above everyone else. John Bell's young daughter, Betsy Bell. Every night, Betsy woke up terrified. She claimed someone was pulling her hair while she slept. Sometimes invisible hands tugged at her blanket. Other nights, she felt something slap her face before disappearing into the darkness. The family rushed into her room, but they never found anyone, only Betsy, shaking with fear. Soon the entire town began hearing rumors about the Bell family. Some believed it was an evil spirit. Others thought someone was secretly tormenting the family. A few believed the Bells had simply lost their minds. But the visitors who spent a night in the house often left with pale faces. Many refused to return. Whatever haunted the farmhouse, it wanted people to know it was there. One cold evening, the mysterious presence did something no one expected. For the first time, it spoke. At first, the voice was soft, almost impossible to understand. Then night after night, it became clearer. It sounded like a woman, calm, strange, and always hidden within the darkness. The voice knew things it shouldn't have known. It repeated conversations from miles away. It answered questions before anyone spoke. Sometimes it quoted passages from the Bible. Sometimes it laughed. The Bell family could no longer deny what was happening. Word spread across Tennessee. People traveled from nearby towns, hoping to witness the mysterious voice for themselves. Some left, convinced the house was haunted. Others fled before sunrise. The quiet farmhouse had become the center of one of America's strangest legends. But the true nightmare had only just begun, because the mysterious voice was about to reveal its name. And according to